Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Jamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Parivrajikacharya Astutar Shata Sri Srimad. His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charnarvinda, Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Parivrajikacharya Astutar Shata Sri Srimad. His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Srila Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai, Prem Sukho Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasudhi Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath, Shamakund Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaurnitai Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Govinda Dev Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru, Sri Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschachade Shatarne. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraya Nasta Praeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 16. Chapter is entitled The Two Doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijaya, Cursed by the Sages. Today we're reading text number 15. Please repeat after me. Te yoga maya rabdha. Te yoga maya rabdha. Paramishya mahodayam. Paramishya mahodayam. Prochu prajalayo vipraha. Prochu pragya jalayo vipra. Prarishta kshubita tvachaha. Prarishta kshubita tvachaha. Te yoga maya yarabdha. Parameshya mahodayam. Prochu pragjalayo vipra. Prarishta kshubita tvachaha. Te yoga maya yarabdha. Parameshya mahodayam. Prochu pragya jalayo vipra. Prarishta kshubita tvachaha. Please chant.
Te yoga maya yarabda.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Ochu pranjalayo vipra.
Prochu pragjalayo vipra.
Parishta shubhita tvachaha.
Prarishta kshubita tvachaha. Te yoga maya yarabdha. Parameshya mahodayam. Prochu pragya jalayo vipra. Prarishta kshubita tvachaha.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Ochu pranjalayo vipra.
Prochu pragya jalayo vipra.
Prahrishta shubhita tvachaha.
Prarishta kshubita tvachaha.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Prochu pranjalayo vipra.
Prarishta pragyayo vipra.
Prahishta kshubita tvachaha.
Prarishta kshubita tvachaha.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Prochu pranjalayo vipra.
Prochu prajalayo vipra.
Prakrishta kshubita tvachaha.
Prarishta kshubita tvachaha.
Yoga maya yarada.
Te yoga maya yarabdha.
Parameshta mahodayam.
Parameshya mahodayam.
Prochu pranjalayo vipra.
Prochu pranjalayo vipra.
Parakrishta shubhita tvacha.
Prarishta kshubita tvachaha. Te, those, Yogamaya, through his internal potency, Arabdha, had been revealed, Parameshya, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Maha Udayam, multi-glories, Prochu, spoke, Pranjalayaha, with folded hands, Vipraha,
Vipraha,
the four brahmanas,
the four Brahmanas,
Parishtaha,
Parishtaha,
extremely delighted,
extremely delighted,
Shubhitatvachaha,
Shubhitatvachaha,
hair standing on end.
hair standing on end.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhai Charanarvinda, Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The four Brahmana sages
The four Brahmanas
were nevertheless extremely delighted to behold him, and they experienced a thrill throughout their bodies. They then spoke as follows to the Lord, who had revealed the multi-glories of the Supreme Personality through His internal potency, Yogamaya. Purport. The sages were almost too puzzled to speak before the Supreme Personality of Godhead for the first time, and the hairs of their bodies stood erect due to their extreme joy. The highest opulence in the material world is called Parameshtya, the opulence of Brahma. But that material opulence of Brahma, who lives on the topmost planet within this material world, cannot compare to the opulence of the Supreme Lord, because the transcendental opulence in the spiritual world is caused by Yogamaya, whereas the opulence in the material world is caused by Mahamaya. Once again the verse. Te yoga mayaya rabda parameshtya mahodayam prochu pragya jalayo vipraha parishta kshubita tvachaha Om Jnana Tamrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Vancha Kalpatubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So it is my great honor and pleasure to be here this morning, here in ISKCON, Hare Krishna Island, here in Northern Ireland, at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Govinda, Sri Sri Gaura Nitai, and Srila Prabhupada, and all the devotees. So thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful to you. May aap sab bahut abhari hoon. And before I begin to speak, I seek the blessings of all the devotees present today, that I can speak for my purification and for speaking something beneficial from the beloved Parampara. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 16. The chapter is entitled The Two Doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijay, Cursed by the Sages. Today, text number 15. And today's verse, we have a title. It's called Spiritual Opulence, the Ultimate Elegance. Spiritual opulence, the ultimate elegance. We're hearing about the opulence of Lord Brahma. He has the topmost opulence in the material world on Brahma Loka. Imagine the wonderful prasadam available there, so opulent, everything in the finest of ghee. But beyond the opulence of the material world, which is temporary, we have the opulence of the spiritual world, where everything is permanent. Sat, Chit, Ananda, filled with knowledge, eternality, and bliss. Whereas in the material world, even in Brahma Loka, where people live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and there's so much opulence. Everyone's wearing the finest clothes with the finest of jewels, and everyone's beautiful, and everyone has strong senses up until the time of death. And beyond that is the spiritual world. And the spiritual world, the opulence is organized by Yoga Maya. And Yoga Maya's potency is a superior potency to the energies of Mahamaya, who is organizing the opulences of the material world. So there's a nice verse. Let me see if I can pull it up. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, text number 5. And that is describing the material energy and the spiritual energy. Anyone has it in their Bhagavad Gita? If you tell me the first two words, I'll remember it.
Bhagavad Gita, which one?
Chapter 7, text number 5. Here we go. Aparayam itastwanyam prakritim vidi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam daryate jagat. Besides this, O Arjuna, Krishna is speaking about the material world. Aparayam itastwanyam prakritim vidi me param. This prakriti, besides this prakriti, this material energy, there is something param. Prakritim vidi me param. Vidi, you should know. Beyond this material world, there's something param. There's a higher energy. Jiva bhutam mahabaho, O mighty armed Arjuna. And that is the superior energy. That is the highest param. There's a higher energy than the material energy. Abrahma bhuvana loke, Abrahma bhuvana loke, punar arvartino juna, punar arvartino, mamupeta tu konteya, mamupeta, punar janma na vidyate. That the material planets in this material world, from the lowest planet in Narak Loka to the highest planet, Brahma Loka, all are places of repeated birth and death. But once one goes to the supreme abode of the spiritual world, the place under Mahamaya, one never, punarjanma na vidyate, one does not take birth again in this material world. So we imagine opulences. We think of the opulences of Brahmaloka. We describe them briefly. So much beautiful music, beautiful food, nice clothes, beautiful men, beautiful women. Everything is gorgeous, opulent. And then the opulences of Vaikuntha, which is even more opulent. So many beautiful whisks and yak-tail fans fanning the Lord, beautiful bhoga operations, preparations. The Lord is wearing beautiful crowns, like we saw in Mangalarti time today. The Lord is dressed up in such beautiful, opulent clothes. And then beyond Vaikuntha, we see the opulence of Vrindavan. And the opulence of Vrindavan is simplicity. It's so beautiful. We have cows. And there are so many cows that Krishna is herding the cows. Nanda Maharaj has 900,000 cows. And the opulence is the cow products, the milk, the yogurt, the ghee, the buttermilk, and even the gobar is an opulence. I know if you want to buy expensive soap in some places in India, it's made with cow dung, which is like the ultimate opulence. So here in ISKCON, Hare Krishna Island, we have so many nice opulences and so much nice simplicity also. So the simplicity is so beautiful. I was reminded of a story that a devotee shared with me in ISKCON New Vrindavan in West Virginia, United States of America. Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Dev Ki Jai. So the devotees there were so poor. And we hear in the early days that all the devotees shared their clothes. They washed their clothes, they finished, they put all their clothes together in one basket, and then they would wash it, and then the next day, whoever got there first would get their choice of what to wear that day. No one had their own clothes. And the prasadam was very, very simple, just like some oat water and some chickpeas. And one devotee wanted to put some ghee in his oat water. So what did he do? He went after the Rajbhog Artik, after the ghee lamp had been extinguished, and he got those ghee wicks, and whatever was left, he would squeeze a few drops of ghee from the ghee wicks onto his rice. So real opulence is actually the opulence of Yoga Maya, which helps us to remember Krishna. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Manmana bhavamad bhakto, manmana bhavamad bhakto, majjajimam namaskuru, majjajimam namaskuru, mamevashasi satyam te, mamevashasi satyam te. Pratijane priyosi me. Pratijane priyosi. So the real opulence given to us by Yoga Maya is the capacity to remember Krishna. This should be our desire. This is our desired opulence. Let me have the opulence of remembering Krishna. Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Let me have the opulence of becoming Krishna's devotee. Mam namaskuru. Let me offer my obeisances unto Krishna. This is an opulence. Madhyaji. Let me worship Krishna. This is an opulence. This is an opulence beyond the opulence of Brahmalok. Because Punarjanma Naitimam, that when we transcend this material world and go to the spiritual world beyond Brahmalok, there's no requirement to come back here to this material world again. Abrahma bhuvana loka punarvartino juna mamupetya tukantaya punarjanma na vidyate. Punarjanma na vidyate. Taking birth again in this material world will not take place. So, this is my last class here today at our Hare Krishna Island, and I'd like to express my gratitude to all the devotees for hosting me here at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Govinda Dev. So grateful. And as we were discussing yesterday, Lord Brahma is explaining to the demigods this section of Bhagavatam. Diti had become pregnant with Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, who were Jai and Vijay in the spiritual world, who had been cursed, by the 4 Kumaras. And then Lord Vishnu came and he began to pacify the 4 Kumars. He was pacifying them. And the 4 Kumaras were in so much ecstasy to have the association of Vishnu. Their hairs were standing on end, as we hear in today's verse. Today's verse explains Te yoga mayaya rabdha, that revealed by his internal potency, the glories of the Supreme Lord are being revealed today by yoga maya. Te yoga mayaya rabdha. Yoga maya is revealing paramishtya maho dhayam. What is yoga maya revealing? She's revealing paramishtya mahodayam, the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prochahu prajalayo vipraha. So now these Vipras, these Brahmanas, the 4 Kumaras, they're beginning to speak with folded hands. And we're going to hear beautiful prayers of the 4 Kumaras in the coming section. And how are they feeling? What is the mood? What is the experience of the 4 Kumaras? Prarishta shubita tvachaha. They're extremely delighted. It's like one of the great moments of their life. They're meeting Lord Vishnu and they're going to have an opportunity to speak. So they're feeling parishta. They're feeling extremely delighted. And krubita tvachaha. Their hairs on their body are standing on end. Romanshakam pasru taranga bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Just like the spiritual master, when he engages in Harinam Sankirtan, the hairs of his body stand on end. Romansha, Kampashru, Taranga. He's experiencing shivering. Tears are flowing from his eyes. So like this, the 4 Kumars are experiencing these kind of ecstatic symptoms in the presence of Lord Vishnu. So, Lord Brahma's loka is referred to as Parameshtya, Brahma loka. How do we get to Brahma loka? We do some punya. We have some pious karma. We give in charity. We build. We take care of sick people. We feed people. We give mundane education. We acquire punya. And by this punya, we can go to Brahma loka and have a higher degree of opportunity for sense gratification. This is Mahamaya. Mahamaya is in control of Brahma loka. And Brahma loka is temporary, like a cloud in the sky. Yesterday we were sitting on the grass here, and the sun is shining, and every once in a while one cloud will come, like maybe now, and the sun begins less, and then after a short time the cloud is gone, and again the sun is shining. So Brahma loka is like that. It's a temporary situation here in the material world. At the time of pralaya, devastation, it's gone. But there is a lot of opulence there. We see Lord Brahma is here with the other residents of Brahma loka. And yes, they're experiencing great material opulence, but it's limited and temporary. So we should not aspire to Brahma loka. Antavatu phalam tesham, antavatu phalam tesham, tadbhavatyalpamedasam, devan deva yajoyanti, madbhaktayanti mamapi. Antavatu phalam tesham tadbhavatyalpamedasam. One who worships the demigods in order to get the fruits of the opulences of the demigods is considered to be alpa medasam. Alpa means small, and medasam means intelligence. So why is that? Because antavatu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpa medasam devan devi yajoyanti, that the fruits offered by the demigods are limited and temporary. Limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the abode of the demigods, and those who worship me go to my abode. So which is better? Go to a temporary place by worshipping the demigods, or go to Krishna's eternal abode by worshipping Krishna? Who says demigods worshipping is better? Who says worshipping Krishna is better? Okay, everyone, good. So how to worship Krishna? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, especially Kirtanam, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And even Lord Brahma gets bewildered, and even Brahma recognizes the superior position of Lord Krishna. Brahma recognizes the superior position of Krishna. Yeah. And Brahma submits to Krishna. Whoop. So then we see that. I wanted to tell you one story. There was, would you like to hear a joke? Yeah? Yeah, okay. So there was a Christian lady, and her husband told her, when I die, I want you to go to the bank take out all my money
взяла все мои деньги
and bury it with me.
и похоронила их со мной.
So the wife was confused.
Жена была,
What should I do?
что мне нужно делать?
She asked her friends.
Она спросила своих друзей.
Some of her friends said, "You are a good wife, you should follow the orders of your husband."
Должна слушать своего мужа.
And other friends said, "It's not a good idea.
Нехорошая идея.
You won't have anything.
Он не получит ничего.
What will you do?"
Что ты будешь делать?
So she was in a dilemma.
У нее была дилемма.
Then the day came.
Потом день пришел.
Her husband died.
Ее муж умер.
She put him in the box.
Она положила его в гроб.
And everyone was crying.
И все плакали.
They were about to close the box.
Они готовы были закрыть это.
She went running to the box.
Она побежала в этот гроб
And she put in a big envelope.
и положила большой конверт.
They closed the box.
Они закрыли.
They put the box in the ground.
Положили его.
They put the dirt on the box.
Засыпали землей.
Everyone was crying.
Все плакали.
And one of her friends went running up to her.
И одна:
"What did you do?
"Что ты сделала?
What did you do?
Зачем ты это сделала?"
What did you do?" And the lady, she said, "I went to the bank.
Я была в банке.
I took out a check.
Я взяла чек.
I put it in the box.
Положила в бокс.
If he can cash it,
Если он может его
he can spend it."
если он может его наличить, он может его использовать.
So we can't take anything with us, material, when we leave this world. So we should aspire to become free of the energy of Mahamaya and seek the protection of Yogamaya. In 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita, text 13, Lord Krishna explains, Mahatmanastu mam partha, Mahatmanastu mam Devim prakritim ashvataha, Bhajantyananya manaso, Gyatva bhutadim avyayam. Mahatmanastu mam partha, O Partha, O Arjuna, those great souls, Mahatmas, Devim prakritim ashritaha. They're taking shelter of the divine energy. That is Yogamaya. So Lord Krishna is there. So spiritual opulences does not equal gold palaces only. Real opulence is simplicity, and the cows and cow products and our relationships with devotees and our service to the spiritual master. This is our real opulence, the opulence of Vrindavan. And another opulence is the opulence of Lord Chaitanya. To be able to go on Harinam Sankirtan, to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Kalo Nashta Dvisham Esham. That in this age of Kali, it's an ocean of faults. Kaler doshan adhe rajan asti yeko mahan gunan kirtanad yeva krishnasya mukta sangam param vrajat. The age of Kali is an ocean of faults, but there's one good quality, and that is the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So we hear stories just like the four Kumars today are meeting Vishnu and their hairs are standing on end. So we also hear stories of devotees who meet Srila Prabhupada
преданные встречали Шрилу Прабхупаду.
and falling on the ground to offer obeisances,
На полу довольно
feel great ecstasy,
чувствовали огромное положение.
hair standing on end.
Даже волосы вставали у них на...
So I never personally met Srila Prabhupada,
встречал Шрилу Прабхупаду.
although my aunt, my Mausi, she attended Srila Prabhupada's kirtans in Tompkins Square Park.
Он был на
Yeah.
сквер-парке, он присутствовал на его киртанах.
But I have met many wonderful disciples of Srila
У
Prabhupada.
нас очень много знакомых, которые преданные встречали Шрилу Прабхупаду.
Just to mention one of many, His Holiness Satsvarup Goswami Maharaj. Haribol. I met him in Vrindavan,
Я его встречал во Вриндаване.
and he was doing a book reading with many devotees.
Книги с многими преданными.
And after the reading, I had the opportunity to meet with him.
После встречи, после книги,
And he had recently written one poem, and he had included my name in the poem.
он тоже в поэме сказал мое имя, читал там.
He said, "Go on, Ekalavya." Before I took sannyas, my name was Ekalavya. Go on playing your trumpet. I used to be a trumpet player in ISKCON. And we had such a nice exchange.
У нас было очень хорошее с ним общение.
And I had met him earlier also at 26 Second Avenue
Я его встретил на 26-м авеню
in New York City.
в Нью-Йорке,
And at that time he was on a preaching tour.
когда он был на проповедничестве.
And everywhere he went,
Везде, где он ходил,
he would set up a big tape recorder, a tape player,
большой этот тейп-рекордер.
and he would say, "Let's do a kirtan in Srila Prabhupada mood."
Давайте делать киртан в настроении Шрилы Прабхупады.
And he would play the tape of Srila Prabhupada doing kirtan.
Как Шрила Прабхупада делает киртан.
And then he would have all the devotees sing the same melody
И он просил, чтобы все преданные пели.
with the same mridanga beat
Так и уже было Бринданга играла также.
and aspiring for the same mood.
И в субботу
So he was one of the original proponents for Srila Prabhupada kirtan standards.
он был первый, кто Шрила Прабхупада киртан сделал стандартом.
So meeting these great personalities, Srila Prabhupada's disciples and followers, it just gives so much joy to the heart.
Столько удовольствия получаем, повторяя вот эти, слушая эти истории про Шрилу Прабхупаду, повторяя.
We get parishtaha, we become extremely delighted.
Мы начинаем быть, огромное счастье.
Like the four Kumaras were extremely delighted to meet Vishnu, and as a result, Shubhita Tvachaha, their hairs were standing on end.
Прямо волосы стали дыбом.
So we feel very fortunate. This is another big opulence, huge opulence that Srila Prabhupada has given us in ISKCON, and that is association of saintly persons. Very, very rare. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhaha. Such great souls are very, very rare. So we're feeling very, very fortunate that we've been here for almost a week, had association of so many wonderful devotees. So our practical call to action today for the class, we should cultivate the inner opulence of simplicity, seva, and Nam Sankirtan. Respect the cows, live in harmony with nature, and try to cultivate our hearts in such a way that bhakti can grow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Are there any questions or comments? Yes, Vidur Prabhu.
There's, it's always been, I'm reading this particular section of the Bhagavatam, it's always been what would you say, point of confusion for me. Here the four Kumaras entering Vaikuntha, cursing the gatekeepers, Jai and Vijay. And they're the sons of Brahma. Brahma's in the material world. Here's his sons are in Vaikuntha. And Brahma's the head of our Sampradaya. And as you pointed out in the class, whenever there's a problem, the demigods go to Brahma to try to resolve it. He goes to Lord Vishnu. But even he goes to Lord Vishnu from a distance. But in the beginning, as we read earlier from earlier cantos, when in the beginning when Lord Brahma was meditating on the sound, Tatasya, then he eventually got the darshan, not only of Krishna, the whole spiritual world. Does he go back to the material world? Or where's the balance there?
I'm picking up two questions from you. Let me see if I can clarify it, see if I understand correctly what you're bringing up. One point seems to be why four Kumaras have access to Vishnu, but Lord Brahma is only accessing from a distance. Is that one of your questions?
Yes. Completely different. He has to die.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things you pointed out
Yeah.
in class. The four Kumaras, who are his sons, that's pretty much their only qualification that we've read about so far.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't die. They're already in Vaikuntha, traveling wherever they travel. And but he has to die.
Yeah, I'm wondering, are the four Kumars like eternal personalities that survive the pralaya? Can you confirm?
It seems to be they're in Vaikuntha. They're saying to the gatekeepers, how on earth were you ever qualified to get here? You're not qualified.
They visited Vaikuntha.
Yes.
But whether they reside in Vaikuntha, I can't say for sure about that.
Lord Vishnu came out and begged their forgiveness for his transgression.
Yes. So he came out. They didn't go in.
That's not the truth.
Yeah. So whether the four Kumars are eternal, existing and don't leave at the time of pralaya, I think that will require more research on our part. Unless some of the other devotees here present, they know. Does anyone know the four Kumaras are eternal? I don't recall hearing that. And definitely we know Lord Brahma has a limited lifespan. So that remains a gray area. We'll have to confirm that. Coming back to the first question that you asked, why is it that the four Kumaras, they are seemingly got the opportunity to have a personal darshan and speak so intimately with Vishnu, whereas their father, Lord Brahma, always keeps a distance. It's pretty much communication by, meditation. It's not like a face-to-face generally. Usually Lord Brahma goes to Svetadweep on the banks of the milk ocean and engages in deep meditation, and then Lord Krishna passes the message to him in his heart. Yes, I'm going to descend to the material world. Yada yada hidamasya gladir bharti bharta bhutanam dharmasya tadatmanam shujam yaham. I'm going to come, tell the yadus, tell the demigods to take birth in the family of the yadus and the Kauravas. So there's like a communication, but it's more like a cell phone call. It's not like a face-to-face. It's like a Zoom call. It's within deep in meditation. Whereas the four Kumars are face-to-face with Lord Vishnu. And we see also another son of Lord Brahma gets that face-to-face opportunity. And that's Narada Muni, who's just in this beautiful painting just above our heads. So Narada Muni also has a chance to visit Vaikuntha, and the Lord personally gifted him that tambura, the veena that he plays. Narada Muni bhajai veena, Radhika Ramana Namah. So like this. So why Narad has the opportunity? Why the four Kumars have the opportunity? Why Brahma generally doesn't have the opportunity? It's Mahamaya. It's Mahamaya's making the arrangements for Lord Vishnu's Leela as per his desire. Maya Jakshena Prakritihi Suyate Sacharacharam. That he's the Ajaksh. Lord Krishna is the controller, overseer of everything. So, Bhagavan ki icha, the Lord's desire, in order to facilitate his leelas, so that Jaya and Vijaya could return to the material world and act on these leelas, become Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Shishupal, Dantavakra, Ravana, Kumbhakarna. So to facilitate this leela, this is all being orchestrated by Mahamaya. So because of the desire of the Lord, through his leela shakti of Mahamaya, the four Kumars are getting this opportunity for intimate, face-to-face association. And for our benefit also, because we're going to hear their beautiful prayers, and we're going to get a chance to do mananam, to meditate upon this leela, which will purify our hearts. Does that address your point?
So would that mean then, apart from the infamous demons you just listed, I mean, there are so many others, minor demons, but and that's part of the leela, as you also emphasized. So would that then, if you extrapolate on that, could it not be that the whole thing is a leela? Everything?
Yeah, all of Srimad Bhagavatam, including so many demons that get killed in the 10th canto and other cantos. Yeah, it's Bhagavatam is all Krishna Leela, it's all being orchestrated.
Even to this day?
Even to this day.
The whole thing is...
The whole thing is the Leela. It's the Leela of... I had a teacher in my Bhakti Vaibhav class in Mayapur, and he made a very beautiful point. He said, this material world is a love letter from Lord Krishna to the conditioned soul. This material world is a love letter from Lord Krishna to the conditioned soul. Please come back to me. So it's like a whole love story, Leela, of how the conditioned souls are being reunited with the Supreme Lord.
So then we have to go through so much trial and tribulation in order to understand that? Why is that a part of almost an intrinsic part of the discovery of who we are?
Why does discovering who we are also implicate us in so much trial and tribulation and suffering? Is that your question?
Yes.
That's the way the Lord wants to see it. That's the way the Lord wants to connect with us. That's the way the Lord wants to see our sincerity. And ultimately, that's the way the Lord wants to see our love. It's a voluntary process to surrender to the Lord. It's not like rape, it's like seduction. He's trying to entice the living entities back to his service in the spiritual world. And in a love story, there are many adventures, there are many stormy seas, there are many high mountains to be climbed. Climb any mountain. I'll climb any mountain for you. Really? Prove it. Does that answer your question? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. What else would devotees like to discuss? Anything else?
Это можно. Yes, Mother Jasper.
Okay.
Скажите спасибо огромное за такое. Thank you very much for that deep
Погружение в Бхагаватам.
deep us in the Srimad Bhagavatam.
И я хотела... Первая встреча была, и Махарадж прославлял стихами из Бхагаватам, Шримад Бхагаватам.
First our meeting, you just glorified Srimad Bhagavatam by reading the verse about the Bhagavatam.
Ну, еще раз пропеть, пожалуйста.
Can you one more time sing that glorified to Srimad Bhagavatam?
This is Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, text number 3.
Text number 3, okay.
Nigamakалпатарор galitam phalam Shukamukadamritadhrava samyutam Pivata bhagavatam rasamalayam Mohurahorasika bhuvibhavakaha. O expert and thoughtful men,
Умный, разумный человек,
relish Srimad Bhagavatam,
который очень рядом с Шримад Бхагаватом,
the mature fruit
материальная еда
of the desire tree
с дерева желания,
of the Vedic literature.
ведической литературе,
It emanated from the lips
оно выходит из губ
of Srila Shukadev Goswami.
Шукадева Госвами.
Therefore, this fruit
Для этого плода
has become
вышло
even more tasteful,
более вкусное,
although its nectarian juice
и даже несмотря на то, что это нектар и сок,
was already relishable by all,
который был соединен со всеми,
including liberated souls.
освобожденные души.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
So listen Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj ki
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
So just want to remind everyone they should use the Harinam hotline.
Вам нужно использовать Харинама горячая линия.
It's open 24 hours.
Открыто 24 часа.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So my deepest gratitude once again for all of you for hosting me here on this beautiful Hare Krishna island. Thank you so much. Hope to meet you all again soon. If you come to India, please come visit me in Pandharpur. And whenever you get a chance, you can go for Harinam Sankirtan.
Haribo.
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 Hare Krishna.
Hare
Do
Krishna.
you have the single oil? Upstairs?
Принеси мне на ресниковую масло.
Bring some stickers in case anyone did.
Yes, Maharaj.